Hello and welcome to episode 108 of Crypto Corner, my video podcast where I discuss everything related to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. Today we have a lot of news to wrap up. We're going to look at the markets, of course, and I need to pick up winners for my crypto giveaway. 250 CBOT tokens to each of the three winners are going to be selected at the end of this video. So a lot to wrap up, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, well, and it's Friday, so we will be looking at quite a few news prior to the weekend. We're also going to look at the price of Bitcoin and what can we expect. But before that, let me first say thank you to the sponsors of this video. Cobo Vault. This is a brand new community-driven lending platform based in Ohio, USA, that aims to decentralize the borrowing and lending industry with the use of blockchain technology. The Cobo Vault platform allows borrowers to get access to hassle-free capital approved, voted and supported by a community treasury in order to get any size loan without the oversight of a bank. They have a pre-sale of their native token which is now open, and you can find all the details about it on their website. Just navigate to Services Token Sale. They just announced a partnership with BX Exchange for their initial exchange offering starting on November 28th, which is just in a few days. And you can also earn some of these tokens for free by joining their community and taking part in the many social media challenges that are currently on offer. Also, you can grab some free tokens by participating in our own giveaways here, Crypto Corner giveaways that I'm doing on my YouTube channel and on Twitter. You can find my Twitter in that top corner there at Busy Georgie, so make sure that you watch out for my tweets. Yesterday, I announced the winners of this week's giveaway, and I'm gonna be doing a new one very soon. And today I will be announcing my YouTube giveaway winners as well. But before that, let's go into the markets and see what is going on. Okay, well, today is another green day, as you can see here. We're looking at almost 3% gain for Bitcoin, 6.74% for Ethereum. Ripple is up 4% and it's again at 30 cents. It was 27 cents in my previous video. Chainlink is now touching $14. Litecoin is touching 81 even as I speak. It was $80 just as I was starting this video. That's why in the bottom here you will see in the statistics that LTC is 80 and Link is 13.90, but that has changed over the last few minutes as we can see on the screen. Now it's interesting that this time even in Bitcoin value we are seeing a lot of gains, a lot of green here. Only Bitcoin Cash is currently not having any gains, and BNB, Binance Coin, from the top 10 is also not in positive in terms of Bitcoin value, but the rest of the coins are actually in positive. Then if we go to the top 20, we see that Monero and Tron and Tezos are also on negative, but it's a very small percentage, so not very bad. This is in the last 24 hours. However, if we look at the monthly, what we can see here is that Polkadot is in fact printing some very good profits, 30% in the last month. Litecoin is printing probably the best gains so far from the altcoins, 53%. Chainlink is up 30%, Ripple is up 20%, Ethereum up almost 30%, and Bitcoin 42.83 according to Messari data. Now, if we look at the yearly gains, this is also very interesting. So what have you gained if your money was in Bitcoin this year? From the beginning of the year, 153% for Bitcoin from the start of the year, 286 for Ethereum. So if your money was in Ethereum throughout this year, you have made almost twice as much as what you've made from Bitcoin. If your money was in Ripple, however, only 57%. Chainlink is the top gainer in the top 10, 678% this year. Chainlink, I think, started the year at around $3 or $4 and quickly went to 7. So, or maybe it started at 7 and then it dropped to 4. In any case, I've been talking about Chainlink since the beginning of the year, so hopefully you managed to grab some of those when they were still cheap. Litecoin is up 96%, Bitcoin Cash only 25%. BNB is 108, and Cardano, surprisingly to me, 227%. Nevertheless, Cardano is not really doing that great right now. It's 30% lower this month. So, and that's in Bitcoin value. It's 3% higher in USD value. But if your money is going to be in crypto, it makes sense to be in a crypto that has bigger gains. So don't just sleep on these coins. If you see that a coin is not performing very well, make sure that you diversify and you move your money into a different token. This is why I'm also doing this analysis and everything. Also in my newsletter that I'm sending every 2 weeks, I'm talking about altcoins, not only Bitcoin. Now in these episodes, in my last 10 episodes or something, I've been talking mainly about Bitcoin and Ethereum because these are the ones that have experienced quite significant gains. But in my newsletter, I'm also talking about some other coins. So if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, check out the links in the description box. Now, a quick look at Bitcoin and what can we expect. So what we see is that since the drop in March, this is what I've marked here, we've actually gained 389%, so almost 400% up since the bottom that we did in March, which was at around $3,800. That was on the 9th of March. Since the beginning of the year, because we started at around 7,000, we are at less of a profit. Let's just take a quick look. We started somewhere here, so 176%, or according to Messari, they were saying that it's 153%. In any case, it is a smaller figure, but if you're one of those people who are clever enough to be buying this dip here, or even if you didn't buy the absolute bottom, of course, if you bought it when it started recovering, let's say you bought it at around 5,000, you have still made more than 200%, 240% gains, which is not bad at all for people who are quite bullish on Bitcoin. Many people are too scared though, and the whole thing about trading is that you have to be greedy when everyone else is scared. This is one of the rules of trading that everyone is going to tell you. It is one of the best strategies. However, it has to be a token or a coin that has strong fundamentals, because you don't really want to be buying a coin that has weak fundamentals. It is not guaranteed that it will recover. However, Bitcoin is the strongest coin, so of course my advice is always to go with Bitcoin, and especially if you're going to be looking into longer term. Now, what can we expect? I already talked about it in my previous video. I feel that a correction is very imminently coming, probably next week, most likely next week, and a few reasons for it. Despite the fear and greed index that I look at every time, and it's at 90% or even higher, which is extreme greed, that is showing us that a correction should be coming very soon. We are seeing that we are currently, the RSI, the relative strength index, is topping up, and it is above 80%. When it goes above 80%, this is an indicator, and it's usually a very good one, that a correction is due. If we look at what's happened previously, and this is on the weekly, by the way, so I'm not talking even daily, this is weekly RSI, and the weekly RSI doesn't even go to above 60 or 70% very often. Last time we were at these highs, it was throughout May and June 2019 when we were peaking. Soon after that, we corrected, and we corrected all the way down to 6,000 from 13,000. So we corrected something like 40%. Before that, let's just drag this and see when was the previous time when we were at these kind of high levels. Well, it was in 2017, December 2017, just before the biggest correction. And before that in May 2017, which was yet another correction. Even though here it looks like a tiny correction, that was a 30% correction or something like that. At the time, it was actually quite a lot, because we went from nearly 3,000 all the way to 1,800. So 30+% correction. And if I'm not wrong, this was when Jamie Dimon was making his statements about Bitcoin being worthless and not allowing his traders to be buying Bitcoin and something like that. Anyway, What I'm trying to say here is that every time we go to above 70% on the RSI, we make a correction, and it's usually a significant correction, not a very small one. So a few times in 2017 we were there, and then last time we didn't do, in 2018 we didn't do any of that. We didn't go above the 60% at all. In 2019 we did, and then we corrected, and now we are also at that level, so we have to correct. Not only that, but I also told you last time that we have printed now 7 consecutive weeks of green candles, and usually our record recently, most recent record, is 8 weeks, but we've been 3 times at 7 weeks and then we correct. We've only reached 8 weeks back in 2017, I believe. So it is very likely that next week will be that next red candle that I'm expecting. So it is possible that that correction that I've been talking about for so long is finally coming. If not next week, then it will be definitely the week after, because more than 8 weeks, I don't see it happening. I really don't. The only time we've done more than 8 weeks green candles was in 2013, and by that point, I mean, there were much less exchanges, much less interest in Bitcoin, much less altcoins on the market. So a lot of different factors that we need to take into account when we are considering whether we can set a new record in terms of how many weeks we can go on green. And I don't think right now is the time to be setting a new record. Anyway, now let's go through the news and see what is currently happening. Right, and the first news is that Deutsche Bank is now echoing what JP Morgan was just saying last week, that a lot of investors are now looking into Bitcoin and prefer Bitcoin over gold, and that Bitcoin is already outperforming gold. By the way, Bitcoin has been outperforming gold for the last 10 years, so no surprises there for people who are already in crypto, people like me, or if you followed my videos since 2015 or 16, you know that one of my first videos, in fact, was that Bitcoin is better than gold in terms of investment. Because yes, gold is tangible and everything, and it has been store of value for many thousands of years and everything, but in the shorter term, Bitcoin is going to bring you bigger returns, and this is what you need. You know, right now it's about making money. Once you have a lot of money and you want to diversify, you can go into properties, gold, and other assets and things like that. But if you don't really have a lot of money, Bitcoin is really the gold rush of this generation. Many people have already become millionaires, and because of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and that's not really going to happen with gold. Even though gold is actually printing new highs, and you know, for some time it has been in a bear market. So recently this year gold is performing very well. It might even print a new all-time high and everything, but it is very small difference compared to what Bitcoin is doing. You know, gold is jumping by 2, 4, 5, 10% at the most. Bitcoin is jumping by 30, 40, more than 100%, more than 300% already in the course of the last 6 months, or in the last 8 months, something like that. Gold is not doing that. This is why your money is better in Bitcoin, if you ask me, but this is my personal opinion. It is not really a financial advice. According to Bitcoin.com, they're quoting Jim Wright, the research strategist of Deutsche Bank, saying that there also seems to be an increasing demand to use Bitcoin, where gold used to be used to hedge dollar risk, inflation, and other things. So many investors are now hedging into cryptocurrencies. Remember the times just last year and the year before when cryptocurrencies were the biggest risk? Now they're becoming a hedge against the risks of deflation of fiat currencies, and even gold and silver are underperforming. So this is very bullish, of course. I've already talked about this. I mentioned about JP Morgan changing their stance on Bitcoin from being extremely negative to right now being extremely positive, and talking about Bitcoin a lot lately. Right, in other news, the Cointelegraph reports that a survey of millionaires finds that 73% of them either own or want to invest in cryptocurrencies. They say that the survey was conducted, was including 700 high net worth individuals, and it found that almost 3/4 of millionaire respondents either already own or are looking to invest in cryptocurrencies before the end of 2022. Well, they better do before the end of 2022, because this is the bull market, and if they jump at the end of 2022, they will be catching the end of that bull market, which is not a very good idea. Participants were individuals who had more than 1 million British pounds, which equates to approximately $1.32 million US dollars. They were selected from a wide variety of regions, including the United States, United Kingdom, Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, Australia as well, and Latin America. So pretty much everywhere. And they're quoting here Nigel Green, who is the CEO and founder of DeVere Group, who conducted the survey. It shows that this impressive performance is drawing the attention of wealthy investors who increasingly understand that digital currencies are the future of money, and they don't want to be left in the past. So it's really a change of tune. Digital currencies are now being taken more seriously. It's been a long time coming. I mean, Bitcoin has been around for more than 10 years already, and it was just a couple of years ago when Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies were still seen as kind of fake money, kind of only speculative assets that have no tangible value, and that will possibly even go to zero and all of that stuff. We're seeing that this is no longer the case. Wealthy investors, high net worth individuals are actually taking Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies seriously. And this is the game changer here. This is why we're also seeing this big of a rally right now, is because it's not only retail investors anymore. We're seeing a lot of institutional investors jumping in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. In other news, Ethereum. Well, ABM Crypto is reporting that the Ethereum's price jump is not really helping the Ethereum 2.0 launch and the staking as well, because as you know, there is a requirement of 32 ETH that needs to be staked in order to be participating in the staking, and also they have a threshold which is of 524,000.288 Ethereum that needs to be staked in the smart contract for staking in order for the Ethereum 2.0 to launch. The date was supposed to be the 1st of December, but recent figures are showing that this may not really happen. And I talked about this in my previous video as well. I mentioned that I feel that the date will change, and it looks like from reports here, this is Ethereum World News reporting, that the date could actually be pushed to January the 15th, because the rate of Ethereum deposits to the Ethereum 2.0 contract is not as fast as expected, and it points to a possible January 15th launch. 104,128 Ethereum has been sent to the deposit contract so far, and it is around 20% of the required total amount. The deadline for it was 28th, I believe, of November, so we don't really have that much time, and I feel that they're not really going to be able to get the necessary amount in that time frame. So it's most likely that we will see the Ethereum 2.0 being pushed a little, and if that happens, there will also be it will accompany a price drop in Ethereum's market value. So that's what I'm expecting. Don't take my word for it, just do some more research, but I feel that this is a very likely scenario. Now, other news, this is for all my Dutch followers, and even not if you're not in Holland but anywhere else, you should also pay attention to this article because it is important. So there is a new law that is now forcing people to be providing even more data and information about their Bitcoin wallets, and even their reasoning why they want to be investing in Bitcoin. The report claims that Netherlands-based crypto exchanges are now required by law to get additional information from clients regarding their Bitcoin addresses. As part of the new requirements, which went into effect on November 17th, so that's just 3 days ago, clients must now furnish exchanges with reasons why they wish to buy Bitcoin. They will also need to inform the exchange officials of the kind of wallet they use. Now, this is invasion of privacy, and this is quite a big one for me. And it is the Dutch Central Bank that is actually enforcing these new regulations. So no surprise there. Of course, again, we're seeing central banks that are hitting hard against cryptocurrencies, because cryptocurrencies are really threatening their business. In any case, what is important here, this is a step back if you ask me, and I really hope that other countries don't start imposing similar regulations. This is actually one of the biggest Netherlands exchanges, Bitonic, and they're actually asking people to support their initiative to oppose these restrictions. So if you're in the Netherlands, or if you care, just grab the link from the description box below and go and check it out, and you will be able to go and participate in their campaign, which is trying to stop or reverse this decision. Okay, in other news, and this is good news as well for Kucoin, if you remember, they got a really big hack just a month ago, and it says here by bitcoin.com, the report says that they've already recovered 84% of the stolen funds. The stolen funds at the time were worth $280 million. So apparently they managed to recover a lot of this. They worked with a lot of different exchanges and token developers to some of these tokens actually went into forks and changed the protocol in order to cancel the hack. Some exchanges froze their wallets in order to stop the hackers from depositing money into exchanges and exchanging them this way, even though they still managed to exchange a great deal of Ethereum-based tokens through Uniswap and other decentralized exchanges. But Kucoin is actually publishing this detailed report here, and it's up to date, so they're constantly updating it, where you can see how they were able to recover all of this. This is 83% of the stolen funds have already been recovered. This is great news. And we see all of the different tokens and coins that actually participated, and were happy to assist them in order to help them to recover these losses, because Kucoin exchange is one of the biggest exchanges in the world. It's been around since 2017. Many people love it for the fact that they support a lot of low cap tokens, very obscure and not very well known tokens that have a potential to go higher. So traders really love that. And I've been a supporter of Kucoin and user of Kucoin exchange in the last 3 years. So I'm happy to see that they're actually doing well. In other news, the Cointelegraph reports that Uniswap is actually losing 57% of the total value locked because of rivals are actually offering rewards, which Uniswap stopped. So on November 17th is when Uniswap's rewards ended, the yield farming incentive program of Uniswap. And SushiSwap and Bancor, two of the biggest competitors of Uniswap, are actually adding these kind of incentives now to draw the customers of Uniswap, and they're winning so far. So Uniswap's total value locked has plummeted by more than $1 billion in less than 24 hours on that same day, and the total value locked in SushiSwap has spiked up, as you can see from the graph here. SushiSwap is a clone of Uniswap. It is actually a fork of the code. So it is pretty much the same, but with some added features, as it seems right now. They will be getting more and more popular, and even as we talk about it, I'm pretty sure that it draws even more attention. Another thing that I want to draw your attention to is Tokenmetrics, which is a website that I've been using quite a lot lately, and I've been talking about it a lot. They have this really big volume of data and metrics that they offer to customers, where you can analyze every coin. You have all the fundamentals and the technicals of the coin being analyzed, the code and everything. On top of that, they have an AI machine learning software that can predict price movements, and it has been quite correct, around over 60%, 65% or something like that. But recently they just announced that next Friday, on Black Friday, they will be launching their new tool, which is an improved version of their AI, of their machine learning tool. It's called the Quant Grade, and it will completely revolutionize the platform and take Tokenmetrics to a new level. I'm very excited about it because I am a member of Tokenmetrics, and apparently the Quant, as they dub it, will be more than 73% accurate in terms of price prediction and analytics of coins and tokens, and they will be able now to have more than 3,000 tokens and coins analyzed on the platform. So for those who are not yet members, I have even better news. Again, to coincide with that, it's also their first anniversary. To coincide with that, they're offering 40% discount for those who are becoming new members or for those who want to upgrade. And you can even upgrade earlier. So even though you are a member right now and your membership may be expiring next year, you can already upgrade from now, and it will just roll over to the months that you have left from your current membership, so that you can get that discount. If that's what you want to do, you can let me know in a message or something like that. By the way, if you're not yet a member of Tokenmetrics, give them a go. They have a 7-day free trial, and you can get a further 10% discount with my link in the description box below. So this is everything from the news today. Now let's look into my giveaway and pick those winners, shall we? Okay, so it's time for the giveaway, and if you remember, I started that giveaway on Monday, I believe, and what I was asking you to do was to subscribe to my YouTube channel or be a subscriber already, to like my videos and comment on my videos from Monday all the way until today's video. So it's time now to pick up the winners, and I'm quite happy to do that because I have had some great responses. Now first, what I'm going to, and this time I'm going to do it a bit differently, because I did get a lot of spam comments, and I'm talking a lot, really. Even though YouTube is quite good at stopping spam, people are now getting even more clever, and they find ways to avoid those forbidden words or things that the algorithms of YouTube are going to pick up. So they keep posting spam comments, and that's why I'm not going to do it by random. What I did is I picked 2 of my videos, the last 2 videos of mine, and I went through the comments, and I picked comments that kind of stand out, or also I made sure that the comments are from people who are following me, because I also noticed that some people comment but they don't follow me, and if that's the case, that doesn't qualify you for the giveaway. So what I'm gonna do, this is from this video, I think that's episode 105. The first comment I'm picking up here, and it is Adam Hassan. I make sure that he is a follower, and he's a follower for 3 years, which is remarkable. Thank you very much. So you're my first winner of this giveaway. Congratulations. All you have to do is send me a message or leave a comment below this video here now, and you just give me your Ethereum wallet address that supports ERC20 tokens. In my case, I'm using MetaMask, and when I received my tokens from Cobo Vault, my CBLT tokens, I was even able to immediately swap them for Ethereum or for Link or for any other coin. I did a small swap just to test it within MetaMask, because with MetaMask you now have this feature. My MetaMask is actually not open right now, so I'm not going to be able to show you the feature, but they have this function where you can swap tokens within the MetaMask user face, so you don't actually have to go to another exchange like Uniswap or Uniswap or any of the other exchanges. MetaMask is scanning these exchanges, finding the best offer, showing you a list of the top 3 offers for the exchange that you want to do. You choose which one you want to go with, and you swap it immediately. So this is probably your easiest way to use these coins, but I would probably wait until they launch it properly, because they're still in pre-launch, and only then I'm going to be doing my exchanges and everything. So provide a Ethereum wallet address that supports ERC20 tokens. This could be MetaMask, or it could be my Ether wallet, or it could be my crypto.com, it could be Trust wallet, or any other Ethereum based wallets that are non-custodial and support ERC20 tokens. Now let's pick up the second and the third winner, and I'm doing this from my last video. I liked these 2 comments here. So one is Kelechi Nvaneri. So you're the second winner. Congratulations. The same applies to you. Just send me a message and let me know what is your ERC20 tokens wallet address. And the last winner, Orlando James, who says, hey, I am an OJ too. I hope that makes me a winner. And yes, it does. Orlando James, you're the third winner. Congratulations. Also send me a message or leave a comment here below this video, and let me know what is the Ethereum wallet address where you want to receive your tokens. Well, this, guys, is everything for this video. Thanks for staying until the end. Now, don't forget that I'm doing these regular giveaways, so if you didn't win this time, there is still a chance I will be doing another giveaway very soon. Watch this space, and this is everything from me. I'm signing off for today, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.